Good afternoon, everyone.
Yo, what's up?
All right, as per usual, I'm going to welcome everyone that I see a comment in the chat. So if you're watching and you haven't commented anything, just say hi to us real quick if you want to get a quick shout out. So we got Sean, Vince, we got Sir Cookies, Jenny, someone, George, again, welcome back. Kebab316 as well.
Shout out to you guys. You guys know, you guys got your seats in the union. You guys are always here. Got your seat.
Mad Mata, Lauren, welcome.
What's up? Yeah, me being like unexpected, unlikely.
Unusual.
It was important, guys. It was important, but I'm here.
Yeah, it had to happen at least one time for our live streams.
So 204 is the chapter that you guys picked, huh?
Best in the series, some have said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someone, I'm not saying you, someone, but somebody said that. Yeah, 204 was their favorite in the entire series, and then someone also said, not you, somebody also said that this is one of their, I guess, favorite arcs. I've seen that a few times, so I think George said it in this stream already. So,
yep, Jenny too.
Mm-hmm.
I did change the stream name twice yesterday, so hopefully I don't have to do that again today. I thought that was a pretty good little pun, but if Uma language doesn't even show up, then I guess I'll change it to something else. But
yeah, your name is causing trouble. Nah, that's your power. Unnamed, I don't know.
uncommon?
Just un. Just un.
That's fair.
Just negates everything. 198, okay. But 204, 205 is just one of them ones, huh? Best arc incoming. That's exciting to hear. That's like the third time we've heard that.
I very much am interested to see where this is going to go moving forward, because we are almost at the end of collecting all the members of the union. In last volume, we didn't really discuss it much, but they do have a lot of the seats in the round table already filled up. And I think I remember someone saying that they felt somewhat cheated that was off-screened as much as it was. And I can understand that, but we were shown kind of off camera or off panel, I guess, that they were doing these quests in the background. So again, I don't have any problem with the pacing per se. Would have been nice to see it, but not necessary.
Nico soloed her last time. Do you think she is that strong? I honestly think he probably just beat her with his wits, just his intelligence. I think it makes sense if she's Uma language and then, Nico's smart. I'd assume that had something to do. Maybe they played a game. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe some of these rules is not necessarily like a fight. Maybe it's like a game of chess or some kind of competition. Who knows? So
yeah, especially like language. Like, what would her power even do? Does it sound combative? I don't know. Oh yeah, Uma Beast was a major problem. Good lord. Good Lord.
Yes, we gotta deal with Mr. Beast.
Stop it. I'm mad corny.
Shout out to Mr. Beast, man.
Vince, that is perfect.
Nice.
Absolutely perfect.
So you basically eating 3 times. You triple it eating because of this volume itself too. But yeah, Beast is insane. I don't know if we beat him here. Like, I mean, I guess the same thing kind of would happen, just like with Sick. Like, we kind of get him away. I don't see Beast running away or escaping or nothing like that. Or maybe he'll be dragged down. Who knows? Or dragged up, in other words. But who knows, man? I don't know. The Union really doesn't like Mr. Beast. Oh man, they don't. How can you not like Mr. Beast? But then again, there's Twitter that always have a problem with what Mr. Beast does, even though it's like he's helping people all the time and using his money for.
How dare you be nice and charitable?
I don't get it. Like, people just hate on anything. It's wild. That's miserable. That's being miserable. Mr. Beast Survival of the Fittest Challenge. You're actually not wrong. Like, that's a video title that I can see him doing, and literally that's what's going on here with Beast, Uma Beast. I think I actually mentioned Uma Beast before, like a long time ago, when I was thinking of rules. But I just didn't think it would be a one-on-one. Hell no. But it makes sense, though. I spent $3 million to deafen a Japanese girl.
To deafen is crazy.
Maybe we need the evil Mr. Beast. Maybe somebody needs to make that YouTube channel, the evil Mr. Beast, and then they just like do all the wrong things.
If you know about that Mr. Beast, that's like the old guy from Squid Games. Like the evil Mr. Beast. Yep. He just wants to play games with people's lives.
I'm gonna play a game. All right, ready? Hop into it.
Yeah. I had the wrong title initially. So what chapter are we even starting off with today?
197.
197. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, clue 188. Yeah, 188 to 196. Yeah, so 197.
All right, you want me to start off today?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, let's get to chapter 197. Right in the thick of it, as Fuko was battling it out with Uma Beast. And I speculated previously that these grayed out characters were previous users of Unluck, so we'll see. We are so glad that we picked you. It's coming. You're Unluck. And different type of text than we're used to with this manga series. He's looking on, just shocked. She cut off a piece of her soul and imbued it with Unluck. This girl. Amazing! What was that just now? How did you do that without touching it? I thought a bullet had to make direct contact for Unluck to activate. So if she cut off a piece of her soul, does that mean that she'll never get it back? Or does it just like come back to life? She looks a little worse for wear, so maybe it does have some physical effect on her. You've caught on to them? Them? Miss Fuko, I'm fine. So that's it. I see now. That's why Unjustice entrusted the loop to you. That is something neither Unjustice nor Undead could ever achieve. Okay, he's picking up all the sharks. In that case, playtime is over. Oh my lord. I will eliminate any significance that holds before you can reap the benefits. Good Lord. Phase 3. Yeah, this sick crab shark unbreakable man. What? He's getting even stronger? Phase 3. The final evolution of an Uma. The same state that Spring entered back then. He can reach it too. Of course he can. Ha ha! This is bad. His abilities are going to expand again. Be revived. Oh, beast who once ruled the world? Oh, so he's going down to the fossils? And got like the... I was going to say Omanti, but I know that they're actually not called Omanti. I just got a Pokemon on the brain. Ancient organisms? He revived them? This is his new ability. But if he's just controlling organisms, if we cut the soul threads, then... All right, Jui's kind of getting that soul eyeball thing again. There aren't any soul lines. All right, they're swerving on Kinta-un. I don't get it. Isn't the trick the same? Choosing to run away? How very human. Brings back memories. Memories of you all being backed into corners, cowering in fear of these guys. That armor, those organisms have unbreakable too. That is terribly OP. How do we combat that? My unluck can't break unbreakable. Vroom. I need something that can break unbreakable. I need a source of unluck. Something just went into Miss Fuko. I get it, huh? It's you, Haruka. The reason why you're here with us, the reason why you're here on this quest is for this purpose. Kinta-un has gotten awfully small. Why don't you just give up and get eaten? All right, he's running with her on his back across the water, pretending to run away to counterattack again. How uninventive. Bam! Bam! Soul bullets, it's useless. Until you overcome my armor and these unbreakable infused beasts, Unluck will never be able to hunt me down. We'll see about that. She's got the glowing eyes too. You know nothing, Jon Snow, of the strength of the human soul. Beast, Haruka, listen up. Negators aren't chosen by God. The negator of the previous generation chooses their successor. Huh? What do you mean? I always thought that we were chosen at random by God, that we were at the mercy of their sadistic whim. But if we go by that hypothesis, then there's two cases that run contrary to that. Previous loop, Untruth going from Shen to Mui, and then the Ishin family. The fact that in the previous loop, Untruth moved from Mr. Shen to Mui, and the fact that the Yamaoka family has reliably passed down Unbreakable for generations. It was brief, but the people I met earlier told me we're so glad we picked you. I'm sure that resting inside of each negator's soul is the preceding negator. No, make that all past negators. You've accomplished that feat within your clan, so I'm sure you can meet them. You can meet all of the Ishins of the past who have passed down Unbreakable. Use their knowledge to acquire a version of Unbreakable capable of overcoming Beast Unbreakable. And I love that she now is transported, mentally speaking, back to her childlike innocence form. It's just really wholesome to see, because inside of all of us is a traumatized child. It might sound a little bit dark, but I don't mean it in that fashion. It's more so we have these vulnerabilities from our childhoods that we carry on into adulthood. It's been 3 years, Haruka. Judging from the appearance of your soul, your heart still has much maturing to do. Okay, so ignore everything I just said. Grandpa! Foolish child. This is no time for tears. God, they look beastly. You came here to learn a form of Unbreakable that can defeat Beast, didn't you? Dante! It didn't even work! Even with Top's power on top of it. I'm just not ready to take on the title of Ishin. Foolish child. Perhaps that'd be true if you were alone, but you have us. The Ishin Unbreakable wasn't developed in a single generation. We are not Beast. We are humans. So use it. Use the power of those who never merely live and die. The power of the human soul. Dinosaurs coming after Fuko and Julia. I told you it's useless. Adding Unbreakable to this quest was a bad move. Thanks to that, I was able to... You're mistaken, Beast. It was a great move. Was that? That's how I know you're going to lose. Oh! Unbreakable 12-layered robe runner's regalia. You underestimated the human soul? Did she make that shit on the fly? He broke Unbreakable. Top! Use that Unbreakable to break Beast Unbreakable. Yeah, time to kick it into top gear. Shout out Luffy, Gear 5.
It's kind of interesting because now that I think about it, like I didn't think about it too much last volume reaction when we learned, well, the last chapter when we learned about the soul. So apparently, like the past users of Unluck, for example. So basically, they're giving their powers to these people, and they're technically the ones that's creating the tragedy with that. You know?
Yes. Yes. I had to think about it.
I feel like,
I mean,
because maybe it's on their side of it. It's like when though, never mind. I was gonna say it makes more sense if they were to give it to them because they were truly in despair. But I mean, technically, that's the tragedy. But the tragedy is like it happens simultaneous once they get the ability.
I mean, theoretically, if let's just remove all negator powers from the world from a moment, this could have been a disaster or tragedy that had naturally occurred without the use of tragedies. Like there could have been something on the airplane that caused it to malfunction and go down over the ocean. So maybe they're just at least giving them something in return for the tragedy that was already set to happen without it. I think that's going to be confirmed or denied, that line of thinking, when we find out about what's going on with Julia. Because to this point, I don't think she has her power. So we'll see if we can prevent that tragedy, or like even with Nico, say, for example.
So, all right, for example, think about Top's tragedy, right? Remember how they the excuse or the thing that they coped and thought like, oh, well, a car just came and crashed into him or into the, onto the scene. So technically that might have happened then, which is kind of
maybe.
Because I felt like that was real interesting that they said that. Like, how would you... Remember, I was asking, like, well, how did they... Then again, obviously, the whole memory thing. So I guess, they wouldn't know exactly what happened at the scene. But maybe it is that. I feel like while God does not change the negators, he can choose timing and fate, making the tragedies happen regardless. Okay. I don't know though. It seems such like a...
Do you like that or dislike that? Because
I kind of dislike it now.
So to get a power, you have to have tragedy. But like we were able to intervene in the tragedies for nearly everyone up until this point. I don't think we've failed one time yet, which...
Here's my thing. I think that for these predecessors with this power, I think it makes more sense if they were to give them these abilities when the tragedies already just happened, versus, because then it's basically like them saying that, okay, they give them the powers and then the tragedy happens via the power. So it's like, are they just trying to pick the quote unquote chosen ones? Or are they like able to like see, okay, these are the people who will 1000% be the, you know, the group that can rid this chaos in the world or something?
Do you remember which of the master rules that God created? Because I know that it was probably name dropped in one of the previous chapters, to where it said like it gave humans like anxiety, or it gave humans like, was it luck? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
To where like, I'll try to look back while you're in the next chapter, but long story short, it comes down to him introducing a master rule caused some sort of domino effect for humanity. And I could have swore one of them was like, you get anxiety because of what is to come, hasn't come, so on and so forth.
I like what Cookie said. He said, I assume it's a case of you pick who gets it, but you don't pick when it kicks in. That makes sense. Because I just feel like it's too much if two parties are doing something at once. God's creating a tragedy, and also during the tragedy, they get the ability to, from predecessors, like pretty much directing it towards them. But I think that makes more sense where it's like, okay, they've always were going to give this to this specific person, and then the tragedy kicks in, and then that's how they automatically have the ability at the same time.
Thank you, Web Mantis. So the luck incited rash behavior.
Okay. Makes sense.
Or it could be a case of like the line of humans that are negators get to choose the successor, but that successor is then, from the very first time that they're chosen, they are bound to have a tragedy. The other one's death instilled panic. So I think that's the one I was referring to.
And it makes sense, man. If these people are like the past wielders of these powers, it's like they would know, like, okay, when this tragedy happens, give them this ability. Like, think of Nico, for example. So that makes sense. That tragedy can make sense. Where Ichiko, she's dead, and he gets that ability right then and there. Then
Does that necessarily mean that the current user of Unforgettable has been extended for his life? Because that was the thing with Void. Damn, that sucks. He has to live longer than he'd normally live for the previous version of Unforgettable. Unless Nico was the first one in existence, but either way.
I didn't really think of that about that either, that he could potentially be the first and only. Interesting. Okay, so I get it. Makes more sense now. I just felt like it was kind of confusing if it's like we're not confusing, but I thought it was a little too coincidental that both things happen at the same time. God's actions and then also the predecessor's actions at the same exact time happen. But it seems like they always were going to give the ability to this person, and then the tragedy happens, so it was always supposed to be that way.
I see. Welcome, Web Mantis and Eduardo. You guys
welcome. All right. Guess I'll jump into the next chapter then.
All right. Enjoy.
Okay, Eduardo. Okay. All right, Shonen Jump app, work with me. Please work with me. Stop it. All right, chapter 198. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is one of them chapters you guys said was pretty damn good. It's called Go. Oh yeah, you already know. Oh, I just realized, what was the other chapter's title? On your mark, get ready, set, go, or whatever, something like that. So yeah, you get what I'm putting down. Anyway, we see Luna. Okay. Oh my, it's rare for you to show up here. Soul. Wow. So Soul is there talking to Luna. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, well, they seem to be talking about me. I only came here to get a closer look. That being said, aren't they learning about me too late? This is the final loop, you know. That is simply how things worked out. It takes roughly 200 years of diligent practice to clearly notice souls. The ones who had the potential to do that in the past loops were the first seat Juiz and Undead Victor. Huh. Okay. However, both of them were first generation negators since they had no predecessors and they never had a chance to feel their connection with souls. Wow.
If we had just read the next page.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Had a chance to feel their connection with souls. Then there's the second generation, first seat, who eventually made her appearance, Fuko Izumo. Her soul houses the souls of every negator leading up to her. Right. It's a good thing that Beast's ability is easy to figure out. Unluck managed to catch on thanks to that. And it seems Unbreakable has figured it out too. They're all going to end up even stronger. You seem pleased. Yeah, that's why I'm like, why is he talking like that? Like you're like, oh yeah, they're doing a good job. You can tell. I mean, if things had, well, then again, he is Soul, so maybe that's just, he's like, oh, that's dope, dude. Oh shit, they understanding my shit. But I mean, if things had continued as they were, they would have gotten annihilated before I could show up. I'm looking forward to this. I really am. Okay. I have high hopes. Oh, see? Look at that. Man, that Unluck gets me. Or gets it. Top. First target the ancient organisms around us and destroy them all. You should be able to do it with that version of Unbreakable. Yep, that's the right answer. In Shogi, they call that threat mate. Now will Beast catch on to the vessel's plan? This is interesting. It's like he's doing the same thing that Luna was doing during the 100, in our last minutes fighting against Sun and whatnot. We was just talking about games too, or when we were talking about language, like maybe it's a game, board game or something. I don't know where you're cooking up, but if I take out your boss, your organization is finished. Bah, you dummy. That is not what you should be doing. Behind you. Just to close, was that some kind of trick? Where did that kid go? Oh, shit. Whoa, okay. Ah, that brat. She's collecting the pieces of Beast's soul from the grunts that they killed. That technically isn't an attack, so it's fair game for a human not participating in the quest. Once Undead and his ilk catch on, they don't waste any time. You know something I just thought about too? Remember a long time ago, well, not too long ago, but like when the 100 ended, we were talking about Juiz potentially being like a vessel. Remember we talked about that? And it's funny now that recently we just heard the whole vessel talk. So I wonder, that's interesting. Okay. And we just learned, okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. You lose, Beast. Bang. Yep. That's the right answer. Pieces of a soul detached from one's physical body will return to that body after a set time. Okay. If Beast's Unluck infused soul were to return to his body now, he'd be in for a stroke of Unluck for sure. But Beast knows that. So before that piece of soul can return to his body, he has to store it in a different organism. Makes sense. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful against Fuko. Shit. I gotta be careful with her. Not on my watch. Excellent. They expected that, huh? Here it comes. A stroke of Unluck that's sure to beat you. He like, Nani? That's impossible, or that's unstoppable. Getting the typical villain one-on-one dialogue. Another missile drop kick, and that settles it. Well, I'll be heading back. You're not going to watch until the end. No need. Even Unstoppable is touching souls. He'll encounter his predecessors later, awaken, and that'll be the end of that. You're giving them an awful lot of credit. There is no guarantee that they can manage such a feat. What are you talking about? You raised them to be that way, didn't you? Raised? I simply seek the greatest form of life. That's Sun's goal, yeah? But yours is different. Okay. Sun created the Umas and created the I thought you said and created the artifacts. Hold on, let me slow down. Sun created the Umas and you created the artifacts. But this world's first Uma, that is me, wasn't created by Sun. That Oh shit! It was you, wasn't it, Luna? Whoa!
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Whoa! Why did you give birth to me first? Why did you grant people potential? What is your goal? Oh fuck! Yep. Look like it's gonna be more confirmed that she is the main antagonist. Like, I mean, she's been the one scheming so much. Like, Sun, he's been scheming, but we know what he's been doing, making Umas. But he's not made by Sun. He's made by Luna. And you know, Luna, the way that she speaks, she just seems like she's just spectating. She doesn't really care. She's just watching the game. So, damn. And by the way, that panel fire. This whole page is fire. I simply find all this more amusing. Okay. I can't wait for that convo in the end of the series. So you're hiding the truth, huh? Even from us? Yeah, because you guys are part of the game. That's something I was saying last time. Like, you guys are a part of the game too. I don't think they're going to treat all of you guys kind of the same. Well, whatever the reason, my course of action remains the same. See you, beast. Oh shit, damn. If we win, we can meet again. This is a fire panel, man. Like, Tezuka went like to a whole nother route when it comes to the art in his manga. It's a lot of like dark outlines and like a lot of cool impact shots and the speed from top. Neutralization of Uma B. Participants Unluck Fuko Izumo, Unbreakable Ishin Yamaoka, and Unstoppable Top Bull Sparks. Successful. Reward. Addition of 2 seats to the round table. I didn't think they was gonna pull it off, but then again, I mean, they learned the soul stuff, and hey, they got the dub, man. Wow. I see why this was a big chapter for a lot of you guys.
My goodness. The first thing I want to talk about is that this is setting up Uma's soul for a tragic conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Because he, like you said, is just a pawn in this game, but he's a pawn of Luna, and that's very different from even his cohorts around the Dark Union table. So his viewpoint is entirely different. Does he have actual consciousness, or is he destined to make these decisions every loop?
That is interesting, Vince. It says he'll see Beast again, but I mean, that is the final loop. Unless, because like how we think that
if they win. If they win.
That's,
I think the reason why they're calling it the last loop, I think we had this conversation previously, is because the round table / the arc will destroy or be destroyed. It won't have any
birthday today. Happy birthday, Fuko.
It is. I know. I've been seeing so much art on Twitter. It's great. So awesome.
But Luna created you first, huh? Maybe they what? Maybe, I mean, it's not like that crazy thinking, because like I said, she's been scheming a whole lot. Like, between her and Sun seems like he's playing his part of just like, okay, my folk are just the Uma. So all I'm doing, Umas. Luna, on the other hand, is like, you got the artifacts, you got the negators, the tragedy, her wanting to spectate and see how they can, quote unquote, she allegedly she was saying that like she just wants to see like how, you know, if they can win and how far they can go and improve and whatnot. But obviously she has another goal in mind, as Soul pointed out, like what's your ploy? You created me. So she created this game, it seems like. And then Sun, we don't know. I can't wait till we get back to Sun. Like, what is his part in it? Like, why? I don't know.
Also, with the fact that Uma Beast has now been officially neutralized and all these creatures are now starting to evaporate, does that also work for the other beasts on the planet? Are they non-combative? Do they even exist anymore?
Damn. So we are vegetarians now?
Well, I wasn't going to go that far. I was just going to say there's going to be no more predators on the planet.
Good.
So like, no more shows. I mean, for the sake of biology, I feel like there's so much culture that's been built up. Imagine if you're like a seafaring country, or even just like a fisherman, and all of a sudden, like, all the sharks are gone. Sharks are a source of food for people. Like, wolves are a source of food. I mean, it's not a lot of food for a lot of people, but that's going to have some biological and ecological consequences if what happens.
Tezuka, he's on a interesting like direction with these last two volumes, this volume and the last one. Like, and you need that. Every series need like a game-changing revelation or something. Just don't break the series, and he's not breaking the series at all with a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff was always here. Like with the soul stuff, we picked up on that a long time ago, and that was before it was actually like a big thing, until the whole Lucy and Andy little arc there. But
I understand, guys, that he was a master rule, so what we previously knew was that the rule should have been intact, but we don't know how, because Gravity was one of the ones that we saw. I don't think a master rule has ever been defeated. We've had one of the 101s defeated with Gravity, but I don't know. I feel like this is a slightly different situation.
Hey man, I like Soul, man. He's cool.
He's an interesting character.
Those kind of characters are always like the most interesting. Remember how we had to talk like a month ago about compelling characters?
Yeah.
He already has some of the groundwork there. We just gotta see how, what Tezuka does with him. But he's 100% going to be a tragic character in the end, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that I think about it, it makes sense that he was So remember, last volume we learned that souls were always here. Humans were here before the Umas and whatnot. So the Umas were there to pretty much punish these humans, which quote soul, human, same thing. And he was the first Uma, which was soul. So I think that makes sense. Like it would make sense for the first Uma to be soul, because souls exist. So the first rule is soul itself. But I don't know. I guess it just makes sense. It's on brand to like what was already created when it came to the human side, and then now you have a rule that's literally the essence of soul itself. So I wonder how or why did maybe Luna is just trying to create more like new creatures and just see what can keep on evolving to be something maybe close to God. That's something that we talked about a long time ago as well. Like if you beat the game, you become God essentially, or a God.
He's in an awkward position because he is playing for Sun, but created by Luna, and he's against the humans, but a part of the Umas.
Yeah.
That is the epitome of an interesting or a compelling character, because he just has all these external factors that are determining his life.
Right. That is real interesting. Okay. You want to get into the next chapter?
Yeah. Welcome, Anma. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I think you're Russian. Or at least you have a Russian screen name. So welcome to the stream. Let's start 199 right now. Okay. October 8th, 2020, 1:34 a.m. Neutralization of Uma Beast successful. I can't swim! Wait, you too? Dives in Julia the lifeguard. Reward: addition of 2 seats to the round table. Meanwhile, in the master room, is he starting to smoke back in, I think? Time 1:34 a.m. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. We're just talking about that in Discord. Confirmed neutralized. Yes. Let us pray. May his soul rest in peace until the next world cometh. Oh, no, that's the chair dissipating. I'm sorry, guys. No. Prayer is not the answer. We need to beat them and usher Beast into a validated world. That terminology is very specific. Meanwhile, Uma Sick is just stitched up. That man is having the worst of times. Soul, you went to watch them, didn't you? Yep, I'm the only one who can move freely, unfortunately. You all are bound by the soul chains. Then spill it. How did Beast lose? They weren't this capable when they fought Sick. They should have stood a chance. None of them should have. You should already know why. Change. Does she like him? We are the entities who cause them torment, as well as the ones who get weaponized. That is what Umas are. They're starting to realize, no, they came to it unconsciously. In this looping world, there are 3 rules that one must wield. Soul, death, luck? Question mark? The rule that transcends physical boundaries to relay information to others, soul. The rule that acts as a trigger to accomplish that, death. Oh, change, okay. And the rule that allows growth in those who accept what souls have to offer, change. That's very interconnected. Juiz caught on to that fact over the course of the past 100 loops, but she also knew that she couldn't embody those qualities. That's why she passed the baton to the person who could best utilize these 3 rules. The current first seat and the negator of luck, unluck, Fuko Izumo. You're giving them an awful lot of praise. You make it sound as if we're going to lose. Yep, I am saying that. Awkward silence comes around the table. Simmer down. Oh my god. Bruh. Chillax. He's trying to motivate you. You got Uma War, Uma Luck, Uma Change. Justice is just sitting there, just chilling. You all lack experience. What's that? Think about it. Unjustice looped 100 times without ever giving up her seat. So why now? Sure, not being able to find a successor played a part, but during that time, she also suppressed you all with injustice, so she has been interacting with the Master 10 and bloated your egos. All right, war, justice, sick. Okay, I immediately take back all the slander we had for Juiz last time we had this conversation. All is forgiven.
Yes.
All is forgiven.
I was like, oh.
To keep you from noticing that final piece of potential. That's what got Beast killed. He just didn't know of the potential outside of injustice. If you want to win, acknowledge the potential humans hold, and with that in mind, we'll enact an optimal plan of our own. Yeah, I saw him too. In a white space. I saw a bunch of athletes I respected. Ah, nice. Did they tell you anything? One of them needs to be Usain Bolt. I'm just saying. Yeah, but it's a little embarrassing. Huh? What? Tell me. You're able to run and stop for the sake of others. But more importantly, you'll come to gain a huge circle of friends who love your running. Not telling. Hey, come on! That's something you should tell us. So what do we do now? Oh, you're coming with us? Isn't that obvious? In that case, we'll be heading to the location of our next teammate, right? She's so cinnamon roll. If I recall, the ones left are, yeah, but before that, there's something I have to do. Huh? There's one thing that they know that Fuko Izumo must do. Tell the others about the soul rule. All right, like we predicted, the next training arc. Since the remaining quests pose high difficulty to prevent any of her existing teammates from falling in battle, She is going to share the knack for souls and enhance their forces. Once I do, everyone will grow stronger and stand a better chance against the master rules. But, however, they will try to prevent it. They're already too late. Before I turn the page, Uma language better not have people in body bags on this next one. So before that happens, what's up with the heck? Our voices. Ow! Vante and I off camera were speculating how Lan/Uma language might have no combat abilities. If she removes the language from them, they cannot tell, they cannot communicate. If there's no language to communicate, here we are. Lan, how long can you manipulate your phase 2 ability? Maybe half a day, I think. Once I hit 3, I can keep it up even longer. Right, that'll suffice. They won't be able to use language during that period. This is bad. We'll eliminate them before your ability wears off. Son of a bitch. Meanwhile, in your location, you will kill the negator with an advanced understanding of souls. The negator known as Ichiko Namuri. Language phase 2 as she sits on top of a bleeding underling for Nico. Once you've done that, any change in them will come to an end.
That was actually a lot in that chapter too, man.
Son of a
Juiz,
bitch.
we didn't know that Juiz had any interactions with them. There were confrontations with them, and we seen that, and that shut us up. So, you see, look, guys, we're not hating on Juiz. We've been doing it since the anime. Yeah. Since she told us a little bit of stuff during like the Stonehenge, and even some stuff before that. You know, when they were there, and then before that. But like, I give her her props, man. It's just that
I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game, Juiz. Julia, I'm sorry. I have misspoke, apparently.
They really call that boy Mr. Beast. Yeah. Number one for a reason. It's just that we had different suspicions about her all the time. Like, one, being like a traitor. Two, like, what was she doing during those loops? And then, you know. But one thing I want to say, though, what Soul just said, he said that they might be too late. I mean, would they be too late? I mean, not to say that they aren't late in, like, learning about the soul and improving the soul, but at the same time, what just happened to your boy Beast? Like, he's he's gone. He's done. Donezo.
Oh my goodness. Vante, look at page 11. I think Juiz gave Uma War that eye scar that he's been carrying throughout these loops.
Let me see.
Because it's bleeding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I definitely take back what I said about her. You critically wounded an Uma 10.
And now Nico, Ichiko, and Lan.
Everything happens in that damn lab.
Yeah, that lab gives me PTSD every time I see the lab. Nico, I swear. And Ichiko, those three, their faces all the time. Yeah, PTSD. Oh man. But
I'll be right back.
All right. It's a lot to talk about with this damn manga, especially with this volume. Like, so many things have been elaborated on or reinforced, things that we had in our mind, that everybody here had in their mind when we had our theories a long time ago, and now some of them come to fruition, and some of them have been kind of altered. That lab is unforgettable. This arc was coming out as you guys reacted to the Ragnarok Nico fight. Really? Really? Okay. That's interesting. Because I remember back then, I was like, man, I don't know, man. I don't really rock with Nico. Obviously, I know his tragedy and the trauma, but it felt, and I know things had to go fast, but because it was, it was during Ragnarok, but yeah, I bet y'all are like, man, can he shut the hell up? Especially when whatever was going on right here was happening. But I like Nico in this loop. He's probably one of my favorite characters so far. So they said that when we were doing the Nico Ragnarok stuff, that this right here was happening at the same time as we were reacting to that.
Yeah, Tozuka was watching our reactions. No big deal.
Big 200 next chapter. Yep. Damn.
That's true.
Nico the GOAT though. I really appreciate Nico a lot. He's a very, I always like relatable characters, and he's very relatable. He's always hella cautious. He's like, yo, you guys are wilding out, man. Stop.
Like, if I was one character, my personality in the Union, it would be Nico. I am like the designated driver for all my friend groups. I'm always like the responsible one.
Who would I say? I don't know. They all have really dope personalities. Like Billy is just dad. That's dad.
He's right fun there. Uncle.
Yeah, he's that guy. Sean is very like normal. He's a very normal dude, to be honest. Oh, the color page is a banger. Billy is him.
Don't make me remember that again.
No, Billy,
don't make me remember that.
Billy really is him though. Like when you like, especially after seeing like with Juiz, what she's able to do against the Master Rules, and then going back to what we see Billy do, against her, it's like he is a problem. He's a powerhouse. For sure. I can't wait because I think this will happen. I can't wait. Well, I mean, they've been showing it a little by little, but I can't wait till Julie, I guess, retain all the memories. It'll be cool to see a Juiz, not the leader, but like like an advisor in the Union, but like with her own seat, lower seat.
Yeah.
I just want her to see what Fuko has done with the Union now. Like wow, they've improved tremendously without their tragedies and traumas, and two, their souls. The improving their souls, so she will be very proud. I just want to see a proud Juiz to Fuko. I just want to see that panel. I see it in my head already.
Question: do you feel like language is actually going to kill someone here, like a negator?
I wouldn't be surprised because Lan looks innocent, and out of so far, like Beast is like, okay, yeah, he'll probably kill somebody, but no. It looks like she might. She might. Bao,
I mean,
don't
the
die
fact
again,
that Ichiko like specifically, and I'm gonna have to go back, but when they name dropped all the negators on the extended Union last volume, I don't think she was listed. That might have been a death flag right there. So I sure hope not, because Ichiko is definitely her, and that would just essentially erase Miko from existence.
Yeah.
And like then if that's when Unforgettable actually does happen to Nico, ooh, seeing her die a second time.
Something's
Exactly, guys. So that's like kind of what I'm talking about. Like she's not a seated member, so I could see her dying even though we just got 2 more seats. Yeah, it's a double kill. Damn it, someone. You're right. Oh, no. I feel like that's why it would hurt so much. For us to finally have someone killed. And again, I'm not like wishing this. It's just I have a somewhat darker type of prediction style as it relates to these all chummy. We haven't really had like a major setback yet. So I could see it.
Hmm. You side drunk aunt, Ichiko, wine aunt. Yep. Nagging Twitchy, nagging Nico.
You got it. That's me.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna jump into the next chapter.
All right. Off to a great start.
Okay, big 200. Oh, I love that color page. I like that a lot. Also, it's dope that we got to see Luck. Well, we kind of knew that she was Luck when we seen like the will and all that, but that's cool. And also, Twitchy, you were right about the death being the nun. So, on point prediction. All right, chapter title is called "Regaining Lost Ground." Okay. Oh, we're going back to the 100. It seems like because I see Nico with the headband. All right. Sorry, there's no way my ability will lose. I win, language. This is the first time I've lost to a negator other than injustice. What happened? He like fried her brain or some shit? Probably. What are you talking about? How do you know Juiz? I wonder, did he have any suspicions early on about?
She's a demon. That smile is not a child. That is a demon.
No, hell no. But that's interesting though. Nico, he's like, huh? I like that. Okay. I see. You don't know then about the next time. Hey, wait, what do you mean? You'll find out soon enough. Lan doesn't have the privilege to tell you that. Lan is the 8th seat of the Master Rules, language. You are? 8th seat of the Union, unforgettable, Nico Vorgil. Right, I'll be sure to remember you until the day we meet again. Damn, it's a handicap here because she lost to him and she knows. She knows. Like, I know I want my get back against you. And this Nico in the present, like, who the fuck are you? I don't have that kind of animosity in me. Damn. I never forgot Nico Vorgil. Just like you for the past 4.6 billion years, I have not forgotten that moment of disgrace. Oh, you see the dark shadows around for a single second. You know me? No, you know the old me. Now, shall we begin? For the first time in 4.6 billion years, your ability and Lan's language will face off in the ultimate game. Oh, I think I was right. Maybe it's a game. What just happened? Nunny? Okay. Huh? Where's your ability? What happened to Unforgettable? Unforgettable? What are you talking about? What kind of negator do I become and what tragedy is awaiting me? I can't tell you. Remember that. I'll ensure that you're the happiest you've ever been in any loop. I must have had a pretty rough life. Yes. Now I see. She means the ability I'm destined to gain. This is no good. I won't allow it. Lan has wanted this rematch. Why is she talking third person? I mean, I guess language. I don't know. I guess that kind of makes sense of how she's speaking. Lan has wanted this rematch for the past 4.6 billion years. She can't rid herself of this suffering unless you have Unforgettable. You're going to gain it right here, right now. Oh shit, this is bad. This is really, really bad. We can still produce screams, so we haven't lost our voice. We have what we've had taken from us is language. Language assault is happening somewhere right now. As for where that is, the one who took down language solo in the previous loop was Mr. Nico. He's being targeted. Neutralization of language successful. Oh my god, scary as hell. I'm about to get nightmares. Tell me, what will your tragedy be? If they're after Mr. Nico, oh yeah, she's about to attack. She's gonna look at Ichiko behind him and attack her, and Fuku's gonna come in at the right time. Oh yep, she already looking. If they're after Mr. Nico's Unforgettable, then the casualty will be Ichiko, run! Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong as fuck. I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, this is not one of the manga, man. I remember this happened to me before in the past. I forgot what characters, but I was like, oh yeah, that's not gonna happen, and it did. Lan is glad that you're easy enough for her to kill. Now your ability will manifest Ichiko. Ichiko! Alright, let's do it, Unforgettable versus... Alright, let's do it. Unforgettable versus language. And the ultimate... Phew, that was close. I had a feeling she was going to do the soul thing because, you know, she's been doing that and they already mentioned that. But still, crazy. Phew, that was close. Thank goodness I can use astral projection. This is bad. Her heart. Damn it, huh? Hey, do something, Nico. Right. I'll put her in a Cairo. I won't be able to treat this right away. Oh, nice call. Actually, wait. Can you still not see me? I swear, just how damn hard-headed are you? I've told you a million times now. Souls actually exist. So calm down, darn it. Hey, you, huh? Me? Why won't you die for Lan and the others? Ichigo is safe. Oh, right, her soul. Why? You won't be able to throw a single attack in that state. On top of that, your movements are too slow. You see how useless of a negator you are, don't you? Listen, if you die, Nico will grow stronger, more than strong enough to fight with Lan. So you should just die. That's the better option. No. Why should I have to die for this prematurely balding jerk with smelly feet? Damn, just roasted his whole ass right there. Huh? Hey, are you talking to Ichiko? What's she saying? Besides, I respect Fuko's choice. Fuko? Oh, you mean the current first seed? Fuko hasn't been adding us to the team simply as a means to slay God. She's made our happiness in this loop her top priority. I'm sure. Oh, yes. This might be the real first setback, huh? It really might be. The way she's talking about how Fuko wanted them to live very happy. You see Fuko's rushing to get there. It's probably going to be too late. I mean, she already got her heart is going to stop any minute now, any second now. But she's made our happiness in this loop her top priority. I'm sure Nico would get stronger if he had whatever the unforgettable is. But Fuko has been keeping it at bay from him the entire time. So I'm sure that Fuko's vision of happiness requires this jerk to stay unforgettable free. Which means I won't let it manifest. If you're saying I'm the trigger, then I don't care what state I'm in. I'm going to keep living and going to live like you've never seen. And to do that, we are going to take you down right here. Fine. Apocalypse, you can make that happen, right? Ask Fuko Izumo. Oh, shit. Tell her to grant these two seats this instant. Tell her to grant these 2 seats this instant. Or I'll magnify the effects of the language absorption that is currently active and cause the collapse of civilization. Shit. Tower of Babel.
Oh my god.
Not again. This system was supposed to encourage them to fight over loot privileges, you know. Anyway, you heard her, Unluck. All you have to do is think your answer. I'm transferring the points from Unstoppable and Unbreakable to Nico Vorgil and Ichiko Nimori, granting them the 12th and 13th seat. Language versus Unsleep and yet to manifest in accepting the quest. Quest neutralization of Uma language accepted. Participants Nico Vorgil and Ichiko Nimori. So I have a question. Do you think it's almost like he's not actually going to get unforgettable and he's going to get something different?
I was thinking the same thing. They keep building it up for unforgettable. And with Julia not being the same as Juiz, how would you feel if he got Unjustice?
I wouldn't mind that. It kind of seems like it's damn near foreshadowed too, because you know early in the beginning of the chapter, we seen in Loop 100 when he beat language, she said like the other person that beat me was Juiz with her Unjustice, and then she spoke about her and saying he was like, "Huh, what are you talking about? How do you know her?" And yeah, that gremlin ass smile.
It would also allow Julia to stay out of the fight this time around if she does not get Unjustice and instead Nico gets it.
Right. Next you know Juiz gets Unforgettable. And it's like a different condition where she remembers all the loop, like every loop of hey, you never know.
So do you think we're going to... Obviously, I feel like we're going to defeat Uma language here. But do you think that once we get the full round of people, if they're actually going to agree to use remember, especially after this interaction with Ichiko and Nico versus Uma language?
It's interesting. I feel like, I feel like people are going to just, I don't know. Do you think it's going to be like a mix? Like some people will do it and some won't? Or do you think that all in or all out?
See, that's the thing. I don't know how remember works. I don't know if it's everyone from previous loops get all their memories, or if it's you only get your memories if you choose to get your memories.
So I'd assume if you're using an artifact, you choose to do that, right? Because with Jui, she just forced it into Victor's head, so that's why that happened that way.
Yeah, but that was the reset option. Like what's the other one?
Yeah,
the obverse or the inverse. I forget the terminology, but I don't know if it's like you get to choose on each person, because they said you only get to choose that once per loop.
Right. I guess it's like a useful. It'll be all of them then at that point.
I'm leaning towards that as well.
Because I think that would. I mean, I know it can fuck with people, but ultimately, I might give them even more of a boost. Like they're already doing the soul thing. Maybe they'll be able to like take it if they improve their soul. They'll be able to take all the tragedy and trauma. Maybe I don't know how that will work, but like get them.
Maybe they get the memories of the previous negators if there were previous negators for their powers.
Translator.
Translator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
I think it's going to be like her domain expansion is going to go across like half the globe, or there's just going to be like gibberish, or like he'll speak in, or people will start speaking in all the languages. So there's like 7 different languages, all for different parts of the sentence or something like that.
Oh, hell no. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, I picked out that word. Oh, no, what are you saying?
Konnichiwa, you. I don't know. I can't do this.
Silly baka.
That's redundant.
All right, next chapter.
And welcome, Gavin. If I've missed anyone, just let me know. We do have 20 viewers in here, so I think this is the most we've had in quite some time, probably since Ragnarok. And this content just by itself is incredible. So I understand why.
I don't know why. Once you said since Ragnarok, I just pictured us during, like, literally in Ragnarok with. Can't do shit.
Getting spooky. Can't do shit in this place. All right. Chapter 201. Thank you, Unluck. Finally, after 4.6 billion years, my dream is coming true. I get to engage you and your unforgettable in a game once more. Deadly Rule Shiritori. I just told you I'm not letting him become unforgettable. Listen when people speak, darn it. A game? You mean a linguistical one? Oh, okay. Shout out to the translator. But cut me some slack. I'm hopeless at linguistics games. Grin. Now, let's begin our game of Shiritori. Huh? Shiritori? That's the game where you come up with words by using the last syllable in the previous word. And if you use the Japanese syllable N, you lose, right? In the English version, it's the letter X. Yep. That's the one. Everyone knows it, right? Huh. And here I was worried about what you'd do since your language. But if this is it, however, we'll be using all languages. Wait, when you say all, how many are we talking? Like the languages of United Nations affiliated countries? Nuh-uh. All 7,000 of the confirmed languages in this loop. Once every turn, the number of languages you can use will increase. Any word you've already used can't be used again. Goodness, there are infinite possibilities. Literally, the outcome will be decided using the Japanese language. If you translate a word to Japanese and it ends in the syllable N, okay, so you have to do a translation on the fly of all the languages. Loop 100 Nico was a beast. And I'm going to go to the double page spread because I know this is incoming. You lose. That includes the Japanese syllabic writing form of katakana as well. In this version of the game, we'll imagine the words we'll play, manifest them, make them clash, and keep coming up with new words till one of us dies. This will be a deadly rule all language game of Shiratori. This panel is nutty. You're going to kill each other with words? I see. What will you do? This game is set up so that the longer it goes on, the more languages she gains access to, and the closer our side gets to being stuck due to lack of knowledge. It's a good thing this is based on a game I'm familiar with. Also, Nico! She's trying to draw this game of Shiratori out to get Unforgettable to manifest. She basically said it's a battle of imagination. And for a hard-headed guy like you, that's hurry up and start, language. I don't have time to waste. Wait a sec. Nico? Ichiko sustained more damage than I thought. I wasn't able to administer the minimal amount of treatment before putting her in a cryo either. I have to end this quickly, or else. I got no other choice. I don't mind going second. I'll figure out the rules along the way. Grit. I never was the type to read the instruction manual. Nico, why are you so anxious to start? Okay, let's begin. The Ri in Shirotori. Ryusei, Meteor. Shiratori, Ryu. Okay. Oh my god, is this going to be like, not like a hologram, but kind of like an illusion-based thing to where if you don't come up with it in time, whatever is coming at the other person will actually strike them. So if he weren't to come up with another rule, a meteor would actually hit him. If he says like sponge, a sponge would actually hit her. Your boss's special attack would look like this in space. Plus, I imagined one with maximum firepower, an iron meteorite. The objective of this game is to kill your opponent by launching attacks with images derived from the words you play, like so. The last syllable is I. Well, can you defend against this attack using a word you know? I will try to play this game for like 5 seconds. If nothing comes to mind, probably not. Icicle? I don't know. I want to confirm
Idaho.
something. The state of Idaho.
Yep, just get off the mountain. I'm sorry if we have any Idahoans here. I'm sorry. My bad.
Your mom's a hoe. Who said that? I want to confirm something. Yes, go ahead. Once we materialize something, will it remain during the next turn? Maybe not. Didn't I tell you? It depends on your imagination. If you will it to stay, it will. Oh my god, this is gonna be like the chaos scenario when Andy was fighting all those Umas with Lucy behind him. It's just going to be so many different things. Okay, continuing on. All right, that leaves one choice. Using the Japanese letter I choose to conjure the ultimate shield Fuko told me about from the previous loop. Ei Jutsu, Aegis. Hold on, it's all wibbly wobbly. Is that gonna work? You need to imagine it clearer. Damn it, I should have asked her for more details. Excellent. An advantage of using katakana is that it allows for the use of other languages and loan words. Okay, then, let's battle. Go. Lands little meteor. Fuko, don't fail me now. It's so over. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and clip it. It's so over. This is crazy. Oh wow. I managed to defend against it? That was amazing. It wound up breaking, but still. Your mental image of its shape was vague, but you came up with a clear mental image of its abilities. You must have quite the faith in your info source. In other words, your boss. But was that for the best? Damn. You asked that question before because you wanted to keep the shield, right? You can't use the same word twice. You've already played your trump card. Okay, now you get to go first. You can pick a language to add to the game. If you don't pick one, then I'll start adding them in order of most spoken. English. The letters I can use are Su or the S from Aegis. I pick the English letter S. Aegis. Science! Science! Oh, you're not attacking? Don't underestimate me. The previous me, this unforgettable you speak of, beat you using that knowledge. But the me you currently see isn't unforgettable. I'm the union's longest serving member and the leader of the science division, Nico Vorgiel. I'm going to beat you in my own way. She just lights up behind him. Now, come on, let's hear your next choice. I see. Then try to overcome this. With that strength of yours, I choose English as well. Eruption. I just love her soul faces in the background. Huh? Magma? People always succumb to nature. I got no choice. Ichiko, you're better at it. I'm leaving it to you. Make more spouts for the eruption to diminish its force. On it. Prepare the refrigerant as well. Okay, taking over the soul pods. What? Whew! Language. You're right. Nature is strong. It's sudden and irrational. That's why science was created, to negate the world's irrationalities. You can't make progress by means of negation alone, Nico Vorgiel. Twitch. I go first. I choose the Japanese letter Ka. I add the Ainu language Kamu Hyum. Lightning. Yeah, sure. Ma. Wind. I choose the English letter. Ha. Do you think a measly gust of wind will be enough to fend off lightning? I don't, but you can redirect it. When that meteor got smashed during the first round, it left iron residue behind. Powder? Dynamite. If I use the wind to stir up the residue around her and ignite it with the lightning, then iron residue plus air plus an ignition source equals a dust explosion. Jesus. The Aegis he used as his opening move was a setup for this. So this is a Dedi rule all language game of Shiratori, huh? This is pretty damn wild. Yay, yay! Go get him! Oh my god, I love this chapter.
Yeah, this is a really cool chapter. I really like this fight. This is dope. Oh, I want to see how this looks in the anime, man. And with the sound design, David Production, man, they'll go crazy.
I could see them playing like some game music in the background, like na 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 na.
Man, and it's like another thing. Shout out to Tezuka. Shout out to the translator as well. Like you guys said earlier, it's easy to understand. Very easy to understand.
Mm-hmm. It's so over. My goodness. That was we haven't missed this volume so far.
Nah, we played this. We only gotta do it in English, okay? Like we get
I don't even know if I could play in English, I'll be honest with you.
let's see, I ought to use Idaho.
I said icicle. A little icicle versus a meteorite.
I'm not gonna lie,
when
he had the S, I would have said sun.
I mean, that would kill everyone, but
I mean, hey, she better got something that can defend against that. David Evelyn, shout out to David production, David translator. Nice.
Nuclear bomb versus coughing baby.
He's pretty vocal on Twitter. For real? I might have to look at his Twitter, man. Sounds like a better translator than John Weary. If you know, you know.
I keep hearing about that situation.
Man. Garbage.
Yeah, enough said.
Even known shit that everybody knows, just fucks up the name to that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely probably check out his Twitter like after tomorrow's stream, sometime after that. So Google's translator was also garbage for real?
To their credit, I've actually looked into a video about that particular situation. The way that Shuei just kind of, well, just like the text translation, that's its own thing. But the way that he does sound effects, it's supposed to be meant for the natural progression of reading from right to left. So it would be like if you have a sound effect, the boom, but it's written backwards.
Oh.
And you can't really do that in English.
Okay.
So they were between a rock and a hard place for that. So if I ever learn Japanese, like after I read Kingdom, like Tokyo Ghoul is one of the ones that I wanted to read first.
Yeah, this also does remind me. I seen somebody say it earlier, reminding them of did somebody say No Game No Life? Kind of remind this Clash right here kind of remind me of that. There's some stuff in there. I didn't finish that anime though.
Game? I've never watched it.
Yeah, it's like they play different games and it's kind of like that, like hologram type look, stuff like that. But yeah, translations definitely are hard. That's why I'm like, man, people that give people a hard time, especially like, well, any translator, like actual translator, official ones, fan translated ones.
Oh, Vince. Okay. I see it. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, man.
that's
damn.
That's something.
Episode 4 or 5. You know what's funny? 4 was as much as that, as far as I got. And I think I remember that. I think it was that game too, that episode. All right, let me jump to the next chapter then.
201, 202, 202.
202. Yep. All right, chapter 202, titled Clouds Part, Dragon Appears. Okay, what a spoiler, huh? That's all right. Let's see how this is. Okay, I see. So this is come on, Shonen Jump, stop it. Say you talking shit about our translators. I'm sorry. Shonen Jump app, Viz, all of y'all. I'm sorry. I see. So this is how you intend to fight. Didn't affect her, huh? Still, after all this back and forth, I have a pretty firm grasp on the rules now. Deadly Rule Shiritori, a game where you counter what your opponent imagines. The objective of the person going first is to conjure up something that's tough to counter. For their opponent, it's about how well they stave it off. And the key to that is choosing to go second. Whoever goes second can use the letter that they countered with in their next turn. If I'm going to take her down, I'll need to hit her with the going second into going first combo. She emerged from that blast unscathed, though. The second going second into going first combo. So they basically said 2 for 1, you know what I'm saying? Or like in basketball when you when the shot clock is at like 40 seconds or something like that. If you know, you know.
I have a
What
quick
word in
theory
the world?
about what I think is going to defeat her. I think it's going to be something with her tongue, or in terms of like putting her in a vacuum.
Yeah. There's a lot of irony in this fight, by the way, on both sides, so I can definitely see that, especially with the tongue thing. What word in the world could possibly neutralize her? Wow, that was a scorcher. If I can't defeat her with physical attacks, then I'll use Shiratori's rules to. You don't say. Hey, language. Huh? You said eruption, funka, during your last turn. That word has an N in it, doesn't it? Hey, that's right. But the Japanese translation doesn't end with an N. You're allowed to play a word with an N in English. The word chain game in English doesn't have a clear rule about losing either. Though I hear sometimes they ban the use of X at the end of words. That's the reason I made it so that you lose if the Japanese translation ends in N. But avoiding N gets easier each time a language is added to the game. That's still the case even if you get hit with the Japanese letter Ru and find yourself left with words that start with Ru and end with N. By chaining together words from a different language, you can keep playing forever. You have a mere 7,000 languages at your disposal. You simply need to use them effectively. Huh? Wait, but that would mean beating her via the rules is impossible. You can use your science or what have you to struggle all you like, but if you're unable to continue playing because of damage you've occurred during the game, or if I know I'm reading, but I wonder, would, not to say that this would be a good time for his ability to come up, but like I'd assume that obviously him in the past he knew a lot of fucking languages, but we'll see. Maybe he'll find some kind of roundabout way or like trick to get to her, but with one of those syllables. But if you're unable to continue playing because of damage you've occurred during the game, or if you end up using a word that ends with the Japanese syllable N, then you lose and your life is mine. I see now. This is bad news. My chances of beating her using physical means were slim. Now then, what's the new language going to be? Banking on the Shiratori rules was my last hope. The more languages that are added to the game, French, the more difficult it becomes to force her to use a word ending with the Japanese syllable N. The letter is either W or the Japanese U. Which will you choose? You have 1 minute. Ichiko and I only have sufficient knowledge of English and Japanese. I choose the English letter. If this goes on too long, we're eventually going to be forced into using the Japanese syllable N. Wall Kabe. What are we going to do? How much longer till we reach England? Kento-un can make it there in 3 hours, but... Okay, looking up. Ah, shit. What? New enemies, jet fighters? No, this feeling. Maga or Moga. Oh, shit. No, these are Umas. All I need from you maggots are results. If you're my men, then fulfill your duties. Interference, we won't make it. Mr. Nico, Miss Ichiko. Man, Lance of Longinus. I assume you imagine that wall to be rather sturdy, but remember, romanticism trumps logic. Screw you, that's my black metal you're talking about. Only Unbreakable's power have ever been able to destroy it. That thing's cheating. Oh geez, you're so uninspired. Surely you're familiar with Katodama, the soul of words. Imagination is important. I add Chinese, Shin Long, Shin Ryu. That's a fire-ass dragon. A dragon? Even unreal things are allowed? Well, of course, but it requires an imagination. I doubt you two can manage it. You're more of the intellectual types after all. Yeah, we can do it too, you know. The next letter is G, or the Japanese U. What could we even put up against that monster? G or the Japanese U. Then we'll send a huge Japanese yokai monster. Umibozu. What? Huh? Oh my god, bruh. Man, y'all need to figure out a way to get Doodle Bob or something, man. He can combat this with the pencil.
Ahoy.
Yeah, why did you make it a cuddly mascot character? At least make it big, for crying out loud. I'm sorry I based it off the little the little I knew. But that managed to what I thought I heard something. Ichiko, are you okay? Hey, what's going on with Ichiko? Answer me. You rotten little brat. Hold on, don't panic. Just do what you always do. From form of hypothesis. I took no damage after she destroyed my wall, but Ichiko likely did just now. What was the difference between this turn and the last? The answer is clear. This was about between things that aren't real, a battle of imagination. Ichigo can hardly interact with anything on the physical level, and yet she still took damage. Are you okay, Ichigo? Yeah, why is that? I'm guessing that the key to beating her lies there. I'll need more turns to uncover the secret. If we can't survive that dragon, then we lose. The next is you or Japanese zoo. Think of the strongest word imaginable. One that's capable of beating a dragon. Hold on, let me go back. Zoo, huh? Get the Monkey King out or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like another word name for. I don't know. You have 30 seconds remaining. Does a word like that even exist, Nico? That you, Ichiko. Don't worry. Leave it to me, Fuko. Can you hear me? I'll explain later. There's something I need you to do now, but I doubt that person will come. Whatever, just trust me. Okay, roger that. Apocalypse, I choose the English letter U. Take the points of the current 10th seat, Sean. Apocalypse, take the points of the current 10th seat, Sean. U, unfade, Furu, and transfer them to Fang Kowloon in order to grant the Union's 10th seat to him. Fang. What? He was just sleeping. Neutralization of Uma language participants. Nico, Ichiko, Fang. Wow.
But can you defeat a dragon, though? It's time to find out.
Interesting. Okay.
Was that? Oh my goodness.
I was almost there. I said Monkey King, but I mean the whole creation thing, Shin stuff, you know. Anywho.
Man.
That was fire.
Did you see some of those fighter jets? They had hats on.
Fang with his child beating powers, bruh. What?
Not best mom Fong.
Fang's about to rock the dragon. Yep. The brains and bronze. Yeah, literally brains and bronze dream team right there. Yep. Oh boy. He always called worthy opponents dragons. Makes sense.
I'm gonna call my shot right here, guys. Like the strongest in all creation, they can create him to be the strongest with their imagination in this game.
You know what they needed right now? They need a Monkey D. Luffy, you know? Like Monkey King aesthetic. He has a great imagination, but he wouldn't know the words. He'd be all out too.
I wonder if they could pull in other characters from other manga. Like, do we know if, I think Tozuka just wrote a one shot of Undead plus Unluck. He doesn't have any other series, does he?
Not that I know of.
I don't think so.
It's pretty cool though. I like this game. This is a fun game.
I mean, for now.
No.
It's entertaining.
I mean, like in general, like it'll be a fun game to play in real life.
Yeah.
Until somebody somehow actually has the powers to do this.
Yeah.
Man. All right, ready to hop into the next chapter?
I guess. I don't know what this series is anymore. All right, 203. Oh, got another character poll. All right, so we got Fuko Izumo, first place. Tatiana, second place. Okay. Third, Fong. Okay. Yes, a few volumes after stuff in volume 19, so that would make sense. Fourth, Julia / Juiz. Fifth, Andy. Sixth, Nichiko. Nico. That's officially their shipping pair name, Nichiko. Oh, that's it? Just top 6? Or maybe it'll be at the back of the chapter.
I like that they changed a lot. Like other manga, it's always the same, like for top 3 to 4.
And again, Bakugo wins. And again,
Right.
Asta wins. And again. Yeah, good point. All right, 203, Sound Money. Goodness, I cannot read today. Sound Mind, Strong Body. Unfade. Furo. Umibozu. Unfade. Fong. What was that? Doom. I get it. You use that small weird critter to chain the U to the next word. Nice going, Ichiko. It's just like angry in the bottom corner. Well, you know. Wait, is he the real deal? Did he get teleported here? Okay, now for Lan's counterattack. Huh? He seems unimpressed. Fang, you can handle this, can't you? Can't you? We'll fill you in on the details later. For now, do something about that thing. Poke. Oh, because he does have the soul abilities. That's cool foreshadowing. I see. Shiritori, is it? Huh? Showdown. Up against this word, a lone negator doesn't stand a chance? He just uppercuts a dragon? Oh, out of context. Huh? Oh, that's a death glare. Oh, he sees the solar core. Goodness. And they're just looking up like, what the hell is happening? It's like that one scale on Kaido. Whoa. You possess quite the excellent superpower. I have a feeling this will make for good training. Drip. Oh, did she put her soul into the dragon and that's how it manifested? I think, because it caused her some damage. Way to go, Fang Sensei! I tell you, in any day and age, having friends who are good fighters is a must. Now we're back in business. If we can stave off her words, then we've got this in the game. Got this game in the bag. It seems Fuko also gave Fang the 10th seat. Seriously? He's officially part of the union? Well, there we have it. We're counting on your help from here on, Fang. So good of you to summon me, Sig Sucker. Sig Sucker. Yeah. You'd be an awesome asset to the team. Plus, we can use Chinese now. You know the rules, right? Let's all fight together. Yes. Basically. If I continue to string together words, an endless supply of powerful foes will come forth. You, meathead. Oh, brother, we forgot to account for his bloodlust. Oh, no. Now is not the time for that nonsense. Yeah, help us out. He has an understanding of souls, too. A martial arts master. He may make a fine asset in combat, but he's unfit as a teammate. That was a bad move. Words will not move that man. Give me your best shot. Then allow me to oblige. I choose the English letter E, evolution. The languages I absorbed have arrived right on time. I'll be taking them in now. The image of language that all people hold My imagination is going to get stronger, and I'll be adding a new rule. Son of a nutcracker. The tower has been rebuilt. She's in phase 3. From this point on, we'll declare 2 words in a row. Be sure to string your words with care. You never know which word will be your last. Language. Adding a rule, that means, now then, it's my turn. I will add Latin. 2 words in a row will exhaust vocabularies at double the normal rate. Damn it all. Soul. She's not going to bring sun to the battlefield. You dirty. And Luna? Oh, you bitch. I can say that.
Hey,
now.
man.
She's an adult. I hate this.
I was saying you son. Let's see.
I hate this. I hate that you called that. Sol and Luna, that's not what the sun and moon look like at all. That's likely her image of them. It's easier to fight them in humanoid form. Oh, because they don't know of what happened in the last loop. Gotcha. Even at my current strength, perfectly replicating them proves difficult. But they will be more than enough to kill all of you. Jingsai. Now, let the training begin. Onward. You're in my way. Unhand me. Now is not the time to be goofing off. We can't waste any more moves. We're all dead unless we win this. Then sacrifice that woman and become this unforgettable or what have you. What's that? That way there would be only one sacrifice. Why not do it? Is she that important to you? Anyone who is unable to sacrifice one person to become stronger has no right to lecture me on fighting about. I have a plan. Just stay out of my way and watch. This apparition produces such quality practice dummies. I'm going to enjoy myself. It's useless. Words won't work on him. Maybe that thought would have crossed my mind if I were the same person from 43 years ago. Boy. But I've changed since meeting Fuko and the others. I used to be your average science nerd, egotistical and a slave to logic. But before I knew it, I found myself wanting to get things done for the sake of those around me. You've realized it yourself, haven't you? The limits of going it alone. That strength that surges up when you press on to help someone else. She's also got the laser beam palm. Okay. Listen to me. Nico, the time. Nico Vorgiel. What's the ending letter of your next word? The Chinese would be you. The Japanese would either be do or to. Absolute Nula. Zetai Rado. Toufu Dando Kyaku. Eastern Wind's Ballistic Kick. Nico takes away their heat, and Fang whacks them. What's going on? The heck? You had a technique like that? I improvised, fool. My techniques will remain in this world, forever ingrained in word form. Guys, what's going on? What's going on?
They lost me. They lost me.
I don't know. I would have lost this contest a long time ago.
He said, add more syllables, more words. What are you talking about, phase 3? Language? What are you talking about? Fang is truly him. It's so many people in the series. It's him and her. You know, it's like everybody. They just, it's him, her.
I think Nico is also starting to develop some soul powers because when he's face to face with Fang, he's starting to get that little bit of a glow behind his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could you
Fang.
imagine seeing
Man.
page 14 out of context as soon as we finish Ragnarok?
Let me see. Go back. You said 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Shona Jump Bap. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. Hell no. Hell no. Oh my god, hell no. I'm like, what? Like, if we were to read it after like that loop or whatever, like when Ragnarok ended, I'm like, did they pull up to the HQ in the lab? Everything goes down in this goddamn lab. What's going on?
We're
I see
effed.
Nico.
You want to talk
Is
about
that
letters? We're
Fang?
effed.
Right. I'm like, is that Nico, Fang, and is that like Ichiko's soul? Like, what's going on? Is only those three? And who was that in the middle? What is that? I see a dress and the hair. What's going on? Man.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Vince said in chat that Chinese legend says that reverse scales are the weak point on dragons.
Boy, oh boy. All right, let me get my camera set up.
Oh, already?
Yeah, we're flying through it.
Okay, so the reason why he's saying that, guys, I'll let him get that situated in the meantime. So we are going to individually react to chapter 204. So I'm going to take off my camera, I'm going to take off my headphones. Vontae will let me know when he is officially done and caught up with Trent. And then I will get my chance to experience this top tier chapter.
Okay. Set it up. Why the hell is it like that? What the hell? Okay, put that there. Hold on a second.
Day. That Bleach video is at 649 views. What?
Damn.
Oh yeah, guys, we're going to be reacting to Bleach come October. So if you're interested in that and you're watching this in post, subscribe to the channel because we will be there.
Yep. Speaking of which, I'll put on my Kisuke hat back on.
Kisuke hat, very nice. Jenny says she remembers the first time she read this chapter, and oh boy.
Oh man. It's one of them ones. Oh, I don't know what. Okay.
All right.
All right, let me join. Boom. And I am here. I am here.
All right.
Make sure that's muted. That is muted.
And guys, we do have a Discord with simultaneously updates on all of our backlog content, any changes to its schedule, anything like that. So I posted that in the chat if anyone else would like to join. I still don't know who Lycoris is in the Discord, so if you are here under that screen name in Discord, just let me know, please, and I'll add you to the Mugen Union. All right, with that, I am out of here.
All right, guys, here we are, chapter 204. A chapter you guys have been saying is like one of them ones, like for real. I've seen somebody say that was a favorite in the entire series. 205 had almost had the same effect, but fire. So let's get into it, man. Chapter title is called Feelings Undelible, Words Unforgettable. Okay. It's working. That's our knowledge in Fang's martial arts prowess at work. This will surely know. They're rather studying. I commend you for not falling to your knees after my kick. Fang, are you okay? He blocked it. Damn. Shit. He withstood an attack, albeit incomplete, from Lady Luna. Ichiko, Nimori was the only life I was supposed to extinguish, but I can't let this one go unchecked. Before he can gain a complete grasp on soul, I must kill him. I see. So that's another way of using them, is it? Detaching pieces of your soul and firing them, eh? Fascinating. He learns at a terrifying pace, but he lacks the physical strength to utilize it. I've memorized that trick. Time to try it and live. Time to try it in live combat. You can't. This turn's rally is over. If you want to challenge again, say your next words. That damn thing, by the look of it, he's going to fight the next turn without even a semblance of a plan. It's your turn. The ending letter is K or Japanese Ku. For Chinese, it will be O. Okay. Before the pinnacle of the spiritual and the pinnacle of the physical, this turns is the watershed moment. What words will your group choose? What words could possibly get us to the next turn? Let me try to make a prediction. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't know the languages, but like if I were to just think of what, without that, because you don't really necessarily need to know the languages as a viewer. But again, Sun and Luna, what would it be? Like a black hole or some shit? Space, galaxy type. I don't know, man. But then again, the Sun and Luna, they rule over those things from what we know. So I don't know what would combat against that. Damn. All right, let me continue, man. Kusuri medicine. Just dream up an all-healing wonder drug. Okay, the pill my dumb disciple used will do. Heal me. I'll settle things next turn. What? That's not possible. Couldn't you tell from that last rally? I'm stronger now than I was before. Without their attack dependent my deepened my understanding. If I were fully healed, I could hit them with a critical blow. Pick what you want for the other word. I'll have already taken them down by then, so it won't matter. You can't do it. And what do you mean by that, Heidi Eyes? I'm experiencing death, albeit as quasi form of it. So I've come to understand souls more than you. What is your point? Luna isn't a being you can defeat by hitting them with one human soul. Their form may be incomplete, but I think it's going to take all our souls to do the trick. Then what do we do? Sig Smoker over here. Can't you use souls at will? It seems to me you should stake this on my fist. Here's my plan. We'll get Nico to understand souls inside out and trigger Unforgettable to manifest. I was thinking that I had a feeling this was gonna have to happen before I seen the title, obviously, but and we'll use our lives to do it. I'm assuming it's a power that negates being able to forget anything he has seen. Basically, it should be a perfect learning ability, which is, yeah. So we'll make him learn it all the second he becomes unforgettable. The first word will support Fang's attack with soul-based technique, and the second word will be used to give Nico every piece of knowledge we can. Once we've done that, Nico will become the negator that handed language defeat before. The ultimate version of unforgettable. If I do the technique without healing, then I'll die. You're telling me to die? He's right, Ichiko. There's no guarantee your plan will work. We're better off betting on Fang's fist rather than some plan where you risk your lives. Don't worry. I'm sure that you will use deadly rules Shiratori to bring us both back to life. What? I see now. If what that woman says is right, then I can climb to even greater heights by dying. And you're saying I can experience that right here and now? Do it, Nico Forgill. I'm going to use your unforgettable or what you have as a stepping stone on my path of conquest. What? Heidi Eyes, what ending letter do you want? Hey, hold on. I'll make a technique to go with it on the spot. A for Japanese, Mo for if you could. I said, hold on. Zio Dale, you've got it. I just come up with a new technique that contains all my soul. A Shin Haikyoku secret technique that will endure for generations to come. I can see it now. Shin Haikyoku's perfect form. It's no use. It's settled then. Listen to me. Damn it. None of this is guaranteed. There's no telling if this will actually work. Don't worry. I know you can do it, Nico. Based on what proof? Oh, I have proof. I mean, it's no secret that I used to only care about science. But you're the first person. Look at this panel. The paneling, man. Fang getting ready, and man, Ichiko. But you're the first person who has ever won over my heart. Wow. Wait, please wait. Kuon Shinkonha. Eternal True Soul Wave. That boy about to do a Kamehameha. Okay. Apocalypse. Apokaripusu. Apocalypse. Very well. My words will be Excalibur. They said some big words. You got Eternal True Soul, Apocalypse, and fucking Excalibur. The Excalibur, the damn sword, the swords of all swords. Oh man. Oh shit. Ekusu Kariba. Barumanku Balmung. What's about to happen when I flip this page? God damn. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Oh, whoa. They disappearing? You dumbass. It's manifested, has it? So at long last, we meet again. It was worth the 4.6 billion year wait. That's not fair, Ichiko. I thought you promised these memories are going to crush you. You never uttered those words. Here I thought that we wouldn't say it till everything was over and you see all the memories of them. I couldn't forget even if you told me to. Those words, those memories, I've ingrained them into my soul. Unforgettable. And he's crying and man. He withstood Apocalypse's information attack. I'm in love with you all over again, Nico. Sorry. I'm already taken. He got to do this, man. Oh, shit. This in terms of how you guys were hyping up the chapter, like, this was big. This is like one of the biggest, most important moments I've seen so far when it comes to like just the battle between, the Umas and the Negators right now, aside from like God and Luna, even though technically they're going these God and Luna, like a little finite version of them. But damn, this is huge, bro. Let me look at chat real quick, man, before I get twitchy in here. Balmung is also a legendary sword, Germanic legendary sword that was wielded by a dragon slayer. Okay. Slaying the Fang, the dragon. Wow. Damn. The meanings behind all these attacks and damn, that was a good chapter, man. And you guys say 205 is also pretty much like, follows up with that too. Ooh wee, man. Luna being the pinnacle of spiritual and her creating souls makes a lot of sense. Right. Shout out to Nico, man. And this is Nico with the memory. Oh, fuck. I don't know how that would even feel, man. Nico always has the most intense, like, panels and, like, moment when it comes to, like, his ability when we first seen it awaken in the Loop 100 and then right now in 101. I would say out of any character, that's the one that I can't even fathom or imagine how that would feel. I mean, I know all of them were like excruciating, but you can kind of get the gist of everybody else's pains and stuff that they, the traumas and tragedies. But that feeling to get all that information in your mind, I don't know how the fuck that feels, man. He's not forgetting. Yeah, exactly. He's not forgetting. Ichigo took that first love confession right before her death. So good. Yeah. And he's not forgetting that. Did you realize when Nico grabbing a Pocky means? Oh shit, you're right. Oh wait. Are you saying that like? Are you referring to like him touching Apocalypse and like getting information from? Because you know how artifacts when you touch them you can get information. Are you saying that like that's going on right now since he's touching Apocalypse, Vince? Yeah, thanks, Dave. He said I get stronger if I die. Shit, I'm in. Oh boy, this. But Vince, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, getting exactly. Getting up the memories from Apocalypse 2 on top. It's clutch, but fuck that. Getting all the loops info. Yeah. Ooh wee, man. Yeah, since he's the first artifact. Exactly, and then he can get the memories from that because artifacts give you memory, or when you touch it, like with the gun, for example, in season 1. And oh fuck, I didn't even think about that. Last loop, Shin dies and said he's sure the strongest he's ever been. Full overload. A lot of fucking info. A lot of fucking info. He's getting like how much info? He's getting, to our knowledge, right? He would be getting 460 something billion years of knowledge, and maybe even before that, if Apocalypse existed before that. Shoot. Bruh. Okay, this is a chapter then. Like, man. And he won't be, he can't. Ooh, I don't know. How is this going to affect him now, man? They better find some kind of healing artifact for your brain or something. I don't know, bro. Man. He knows everything now. He'll never forget any bit of it. How did he contain all this info if the last hoop, much less info, crushed him? That's what I was thinking. How would he do it this time? Like, what, like... I don't know, man. Like, is his soul? Because I remember I said earlier, like, if characters get remembered and they see the traumas and whatnot, maybe they can like receive it better or deal with it better if their soul is improved. Like, has his soul been improving or something? That's how. Well, obviously, I don't know yet. I just seen him, get it, so I wouldn't know how he takes his on. But it looks like he's going to finish his fight, so it looks like he's enduring it as much as he can right now. No, I'm not saying that he needs to remember. I'm saying that, like, or you just mentioned that, but I meant like for characters who needs to remember, how would they even deal with their trauma? I was thinking that maybe if they improve their soul, they'll be more prepared. But in his case, I don't know. Maybe he improved his soul, so that's why he'll be able to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get Twitchy in here. This is like probably the longest I've talked after. Because usually I don't like wanting to have him wait too long, but this is probably the longest post discussion I've had. All right, I'm gonna let him in. Actually, you guys can let him come in now. Tell him in Discord, hey, come here now. We need you here now. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Right. Get that boy in here now. Say at Twitchy. Get here now in the Discord. Right now. Whew. Experience peak. Yes, sir. Damn, man. For somebody to say that this is their favorite chapter in the entire series, it's like, the more and more I'm thinking about it and talking about it, it legitimately might be, it solidified top 15. 10 to 15 for sure. But it's hard. It's a lot of good ass chapters in this. It's there. It's there, man. Oh man. The Mr. Twitchy has been summoned. He shall be on his way now. Unless he's waiting for my message. But you guys added him, so he should be pulling up. Okay, they dropped at the same time. Okay. Damn. And that was, what was that, volume 14? Yeah, about volume 14. Man. Okay, let me see if I see Twitchy. I'm trying to make sure I don't log out of here, because sometimes it will kind of like lag a lot and then get stuck. But let me see how I do it.
Monte, are you muted?
I am. This was a chapter.
So,
This was a chapter. Take it away. I think you will enjoy this.
fair enough. All right. The music is a little distorted on my end. How does it sound in the background for you guys? Good?
Yeah, it's good. On my
Okay.
end. Yeah.
Just might be my computer. Okay. Chapter 2. Malleable Words Unforgettable. Interesting title. It's working. That's our knowledge in Fang's martial arts prowess at work. This will surely. No, they're rather sturdy. I commend you for not falling to your knees after my kick. Oh my lord. Boom! Moonblast. This is Pokemon. Fang, are you okay? Cough. Ooh, that burned. He withstood an attack, albeit incomplete, from Lady Luna? Ichiko Namuri was the only life I was supposed to extinguish, but I can't let this one go unchecked. Before he can gain a complete grasp on souls, I must kill him. I see. So that's another way of using them, is it? Detaching pieces of your soul and firing them? Fascinating. He learns at a terrifying pace, but he lacks the physical strength to utilize it? You're saying Fang lacks the physical strength? I've memorized that trick. Time to try it in live combat. You can't. This turn's rally is over. If you want to challenge again, say your next words. That damn Fang. By the look of it, he's going to fight the next turn without even a semblance of a plan. It's your turn. The ending letter is K or Japanese ku for Chinese. It would be O. Before the pinnacle of the spiritual and the pinnacle of the physical, this turn is the watershed moment. What words could possibly get us to the next turn? What words will your group choose? It's obvious as he floats down like a demon. Kusuri, medicine. Just dream up an all-healing wonder drug. Shout out Dragon Ball. The pill my dumb disciple used will do. Heal me. I'll settle things next turn. What? That's not possible. Couldn't you tell from that last rally? I'm stronger now than I was before. Withstanding their attack deepened my understanding. If I were fully healed, I could hit them with a critical blow. Ka-me-ha-me. Ah! Pick what you want for the other word. I'll have already taken them down by then, so it won't matter. You can't do it. And what do you mean by that? Heidi eyes. Bruh, he is a savage with these word insults. I'm experiencing death, albeit a quasi form of it. So I've come to understand souls more than you. What is your point? Luna isn't a being you can defeat by hitting them with one human soul. Their form may be incomplete, but I think it's going to take all of our souls to do the trick. Then what do we do? Sig Smoker over there can't use souls at will. It seems to me you should stake this on my fist. Here's my plan. We'll get Nico to understand souls inside out and trigger Unforgettable to manifest. We'll use our lives to do it. I'm assuming it's a power that negates being able to forget anything he has seen. Basically, it should be a perfect learning ability. So we'll make him learn it all the second he becomes unforgettable. The first word will support Fang's attack with his soul-based technique, and the second word will be used to give Nico every piece of knowledge he can. Once we've done that, Nico will become the negator that handed language defeat before, the ultimate version of unforgettable. Getting memories from previous loops? Maybe. If I do the technique without healing, then I'll die. You're telling me to die? He's right, Ichiko. There's no guarantee your plan will work. We're better off betting on Fang's fist rather than some plan where you risk your lives. He's directly talking to her because he can see her now. Don't worry. I'm sure that you'll use Deadly Rule Shiritori to bring both of us back to life. Oh, like reincarnation, like a Yu-Gi-Oh back from the Shadow Realm? What? Yeah, I see now. If what that woman says is right, then I can climb to even greater heights by dying. And then if he dies, then that passes on the negator rules. If she dies, that passes on the negator rule, potentially. And you're saying I can experience that right here and now? Do it, Nico Vorgil. I'm going to use your unforgettable or what have you as a stepping stone on my path of conquest. What? Heidi Eyes, what ending letter do you want? Hey, hold on. I'll make a technique to go with it on the spot. A or Japanese mo, if you could. I said hold on. Jidaole, you've got it. I've come up with a new technique that contains all my soul. A Shin Hakyoku secret technique that will endure for generations to come. I can see it now. Shin's Hakyoku's perfect form. It's no use. It's settled then. Listen to me, damn it. None of this is guaranteed. There's no telling if this will actually work. Oh, my heart. Don't worry. I know you can do it, Nico. Based on what proof? Oh, I have proof. I mean, it's no secret that I used to only care about science, but you're the first person who has ever won over my heart. Beautiful, beautiful double spread. Wait, please wait. Ku on Shinkan Eternal True Soul. Wait, he is doing the Kamehameha. Apocalypse. Apaka Ripusu. Apocalypse. Very well. My words will be Excalibur, Ikusu Kariba, Barumanku, Balmung. You dumbass. It's manifested, has it? So, at long last, we meet again. It was worth the 4.6 billion year wait. That's not fair, Ichiko. I thought you promised. These memories are going to crush you. Oh my God, he just unlocked the Matrix. He got all of the memories from Apocalypse, and he will never be able to forget any of them. They have the perfect save file stored in Nico. This is unforgettable, like bumped up to 1 million. This is insane. Do you want me to add you back? You're muted, so I'm just going to keep going. Jesus Christ. I thought you promised you'd never utter those words. Here I thought that we wouldn't say it till everything was over. I couldn't forget even if you told me to. Those words, those memories, I've ingrained them into my soul. Unforgettable, crying, bleeding, smiling. He withstood Apocalypse's information attack. I'm in love with you all over again, Nico. Sorry, I'm already taken. Hell yes.
And he has the bags under his eyes too.
Yep.
Again. Yep. That's wild. All of Apocalypse's knowledge and memories on top of that.
That's a cheat code. You want to talk about glitches?
Like, how the fuck does he like endure that? Like, what?
It's the power of the soul. Like
the soul, yeah.
My God.
That boy Fang said, if I die, I'll become stronger? Hell yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
Shout out to Ichiko, too.
I mean, she trusted so much in her husband from the previous loop that, like, this love between these two characters specifically, this is up there with Fuko and Andy, Victor and Juiz.
Just,
I don't know what to say.
This chapter was like for somebody to say this is their favorite in the series, and I said this before, like Nico, out of any negator, I can't even fathom how the fuck that feels. Everybody else, you can get a gist of, like, I can see how that pain, like,
yeah,
you know, how that would torment you, but his is, I can't even. Nope.
Like, what does this do for the rest of the series? Because Apocalypse has been holding back so much information, either by his design that he was created, or just because that was his personality. And now Nico has access to all of it.
Just what I can already see when Fuko gets there and the battle is over. I could just see him just walking slowly, looking disoriented, and she's like,
no, not again. I was supposed to prevent this.
Yep. That's why I see. Man, oh man. This was good. This is a really good chapter, though. Really good. I didn't expect it to go that route. I mean, I kind of did. I assumed that he was going to get unforgettable again, and it'll be in the catch there is obviously Ichiko will probably end up dying, but I didn't see it happening like that, where she's the one to put a battery into his back this way, and even for Fang too. I didn't see none of that coming going into the when first got there. So
all I gotta say is Uma passed. That's all I gotta say. We gotta get these guys back somehow, unless they do like reincarnation. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sword.
Germanic legendary sword wielded by a dragon slayer. Oh, okay.
Yep. And Fang is the dragon. Wild. You're not gonna give up on that pass, man. You're not gonna give up on
No,
Uma pass.
no, that's my thing. If I have one thing that I will not give up, it's we got to use Uma past at some point, and this is the perfect time because I don't need us to go like back in time. I just need us to reverse time in this
No pun intended.
particular room. I know
The perfect time.
The perfect time.
Man. Oh yeah, 205, huh?
I heard that's also a really good one, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'll just get into it then. This volume was a lot. Like it was a lot.
Is that the last one of the read through for today? 205.
I think so. Yep.
God damn it.
From 197. Yep. 205. All right. Chapter
All right.
205. Let's get into it. Go, Nico, man. Okay. Old plans, new ideas. Bro, look at that, bro. The Ichigo, just lifeless Ichigo. Even, oh, damn. Hold on. It's showing a jump app. Stop it. Actually, don't stop. Go. Please. Stop freezing. He withstood Apocalypse's information attack. I'm in love with you all over again, Nico. Right now, he's even stronger than he was in the last loop. Sorry, I'm already taken. Yes, that's the look. I choose the English letter for my turn. Gable G. Gay Barugu. Gun Niru. Hey, I cannot read that shit now. A tongue twister. Gunniru. Railgun. Denjiho. Oh yeah, he's going quick too because he know everything. Nuclear rocket. Genshi Rakuto. Ichiko. I'm borrowing your spot. Showdown. Oh fuck. That looks fire. That's fire. That's a fire. I wish it was bigger on the page, but obviously I understand it's the last panel on that page, but that would be fire as a double spread. Moga. What's going on here? Mogaga. Mr. Bao. That sound. Moga. I've never heard that alarm before. Moga, what? Gabe. Hang on to the wall. Oh yeah, oh duh. Because the language. I'm like, why are you talking like that? I forgot about that. The whole language. Boonga. Ah, shit. And then Stonehenge too, right out of their HQ. Very fitting. Oh fuck. Okay, got an arm of a son. Ooh, got her too, huh? Nico, he deployed 11 psychopods. That dumbass. He's going to wind up dead. Grid 5 times 5. What the fuck is he doing? Oh yeah. Whoever said it, I forgot who said it in chat, but they said he's the strongest negator after Andy. Shit. In this case right now, hell yeah. Damn. His attack hit Lady Luna too. So does he have a grasp on souls? I'll go first. But before that, there's something I need to ask you. It pertains to the game, so I can't have you refusing to answer. I add the Uzbek language and choose the English letter. 10 good precept. Juzenkai. They are the negative form of the 10 evils from Buddhism turned into precepts. Fuchoto, Fumogo, Fuaku, Fukendon, Fujakin, Fusesu, Fujain, Fukiku, Fujizetsu, and Fushimi. Fumogo will forbid you from lying. And will the souls I'm about to resurrect be the exact same entities? Answer me, language. Wow. Sigh. And you see, so it seems we should have been wary of unforgettable instead, huh? Exterminated souls are sent to subspace, a place that isn't of this world. Oh, shit. Okay. If you manage to resurrect them now, it will override that condition, allowing them to be revived as the same entities in the same physical bodies. Typically, they can't exist that space until I read that out over until they are slated to be born in the next loop. Okay, I see. Thank you, language. You're an idiot. You wasted one of your precious words on such a dumb question. I didn't waste anything. There you have it. Did you hear it? Wait, did you hear that? That thought's been at the back of my mind the whole time, right? Even if they're different people now, you've been telling yourself that and working hard for our sakes these past 20 years, haven't you, Fuko? Wow. Mr. Nico, your memories. I put you on edge, didn't I? Don't worry, it's okay now. Just leave this to me. In the previous loop, I caused you an awful lot of problems. If I could atone for all that by dying, I would. But even more than that, I want to repay your kindness. After that, after everything I've done and all the trust I lost as a result, you still confided in me and recruited me first out of everyone. So I'm going to achieve it, despite possessing unforgettable. I'm going to achieve the most happiness I have in any loop so far. Damn, how the like? Oh, and then they're back. I choose the Uzbek language, Riahim Atsija Sose reincarnation. He completely revived the dead. A turn wasted, I see. A feat only possible of unforgettable's imagination. I choose the Japanese letter Kutachi, Chandra Hasu, Chandrahas. Fang, we need to make it past this turn. Can you do it? But of course, I have a grasp on it now, on the workings of my soul. What? Huh? Didn't it take all three of us to make a dent in Luna? Huh? Yeah, unbelievable. He took down that pseudo god all by himself. How? Oh, shit. How can a single human soul put up this much of a fight? How can lives that won't last even 100 years overcome my words? How are you so sure in imagination that should be out of your depth? Because I've pieced them together. The images of victory for all the humans that have supported us in the past 100 loops. The images of happiness that Fuko, who assumed the duty of reaching the goal in the end, has strived so hard for. I'm going to marry this one. We'll have one child. Her name will be Miko. Wow, huh? A girl? Yeah, a smart girl at that. Nice. That's funny. Once again, man, remember I was like angry at him during that fight in Ragnarok, right? And while you guys were watching our reactions to that, you guys are also reading that was going on right now. So I can see why people was trying hard to defend back then. Because I was like,
you must have been so pissed off at us.
I was like, I do not see it. Like, I understood the whole trauma thing, but I was just like, man, he got his homies dead too. Like, I was like, I don't rock with that. But obviously, we learned from that his ability and keep on going from that. And now getting here, it's like, okay, I see why you guys had that much resolve and conviction. Okay. Yeah, we won't be the only happy ones. Everyone who's joined us will survive. Spoilers much, I guess, is fine. And be the happiest they've been out of every loop. It's not just my images alone. Each and every image from everyone else's minds is helping to establish my own mental images. I won't be losing, even up against God. An image of victory solidified by unforgettable. Okay, it's the last turn. Language. He really is. He really is the one. He really is the one I need to kill right here and now. She's back to phase 2. Does that mean that we only have to say one word again? How boring. It was a good game, Nico, but I will decide my last word of my own accord. Supernova explosion. Choshinsei Bakuhatsu. Look at that panel, bro. This is the strongest image that you science folks have created. With this, we'll return the ashes together, Nico Vorgil. Damn, I want to read the next chapter now. Again. Right. Oh, man, that was a chapter. Great follow-up. It's a great follow-up. Yeah, he just soloed Pseudo Luna. Like, yeah.
Just keep in mind, Vontae, I did notice it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. You did skip over a couple of panels near the start.
For real?
If you want to go back and read it, yeah, it's fine, but it's not that big of a deal. I think it was page 5.
Which page?
Page 5.
5. Come on, Shonen Jump. Stop it. 5.
George, we have another stream tomorrow night.
It's taxi. 1 and 2, so he does have a rap. Go first. No, I read that.
Oh, maybe that wasn't the actual page, but there was just like one section that you just barely skipped over. It's fine.
I think it's because I read something out of order. On
okay.
page, what was that? 8. That was probably what it was.
Either way.
206, 207 should be a double rap. Okay, so we started off rip with that. Okay, maybe.
So the next chapter is the end of the arc. Is that what you guys are saying?
Okay. All right. We could probably just let that be the double react then, if that's the case.
That, or if
then
you
we'll
want
be
me
caught
to
up
do
anyway.
it now, I do have a little bit more time.
Oh, right now? Right now, here? Right now?
That's hot.
So 206 and 207? Or next chapter. Okay, so just 206.
Okay, so 206, if we read it, does that need to be another dual reaction?
Right here, right now.
Right
I'll just go mute. You know what? I'll just mute, but I'll leave my camera on.
Okay. All right. I guess we're doing an extra chapter today. You guys, no problem doing this, and please ignore me if this is too big of a request. But just like the stream, it helps us get to more Undead Unluck people. So if you have not already, just please like this stream, subscribe to the channel, and we'll do this extra chapter for you guys today. So let's get into 206. All right, 206, engage. Supernova explosion, possibly the most destructive natural phenomenon in this world, but theoretically he could do black hole. All right, this is the strongest image that you science folks have created. With this, I'll put an end to this game. Now, how about we return to the ashes together, Nico Vorgil? Against my new secret technique, that thing doesn't stand a chance. Whoa. Nirvana? Since when is he able to focus his chi? Don't tell me he managed to learn my method? Fang. Let's leave it to him. What? In his current state, Nico will find the very best option for sure. Ichiko. He is literally giving her all of this information via a soul link? It's something that our daughter and I made in the last loop. You and I will expand upon the image of the word science from the second term and create this. I'm gonna need your help. Can you manage? Of course I can. Leave it to me. Fang, you're pivotal for this weapon. Can I count on your assistance? No. Hey, hold on. At least that is what I want to say. But you guided me to this state of mind. I will repay the debt I accrued over the course of this match here and now. 1 minute till the next word. Let time run out and you lose, Nico. It's settled then. Time to make it. Are we making a soul railgun? The weapon that stymied God in the previous loop. The Super Dreadnought Union Lethal Weapon Superior Buster ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Soul version. Yeah. You use your imagination to reinforce a word you've already used, so you've abandoned the idea of overcoming this with Shiritori. You plan to push me and Lord Sun to the outside before the explosion occurs, don't you? All right, they're in the cockpit. Well, it won't work. Even if you manage to push us off the Earth, you'll still be affected due to the sheer scale of the explosion. Science can't hold a candle to the mightiest of all natural phenomena. Have you forgotten how strong this world is and how weak humans are? Well, Nico Vorchio? Yeah, but if they like incinerate you with this soul blaster, it's not going to mean anything. Boom! I get pushed back a little. Baka, you lack the imagination. Unlike Lady Luna, Lord Sun is the closest to us. My image is far more solid. You can't knock him off the ground, much less defeat him. I choose the Spanish letter Agujero de Gusano. Wormhole. Nani? It can't be. Did the image of defeat just cross your mind? What kind of buffoon would think of anything other than victory during mortal combat? Oh my god. Oh my negators. I'll handle it. Everyone, stand back. Sorry, so I lost. She's still there. Sun is not. Ah! The image of Sun you conjured with your soul has died in the subspace over there. As a result, the damage has been transferred to you. Thud. Cough. Cough. Language. It's my turn now. The next turn will actually be the last. If you plan to say a word to heal yourself, then I'll have to say a word that will kill you before you do. You still want to go? Of course I do. I've been looking forward to this game for 4.6 billion years after all. I see. Okay then. I add Lithuanian Aravad Vargas. It's a spear that contains a lethal poison. And that's checkmate. Now, say your final words. Santuo. Mr. Nico, Miss Ichiko, language is... Wait, what did she say? Son of a bitch. I don't know what it said. That's a hell of a panel. What? Before we could stab her, that word ended with the Japanese N. Sheesh. Can't say I'm a fan of an Uma giving me the old nudge on the back. You want to do it? Santuoka. Marriage. Bruh. Neutralization of Uma language success. Participants, Nico, Ichiko, and Fang. Yeah. Reward. Addition of 2 round table seats. Wow.
What an end. That was one of the highest peaks when it comes to like an ending of an arc in this series, and there's been a lot of them, but this one was like it was impactful. Very impactful. Like the obviously Nico and Ichiko's dynamic, and even Lan's dynamic with Nico. And then you have Fang, who's somebody he finally, like, he's learning more and more, and he's actually admitting to like having someone outside of himself help himself improve. So, damn. That wormhole, though, that's what I was saying. Like a black hole, something like we need something like that.
Yeah, let me go back and look at that interaction between Lan and Soul. I wonder if all the souls in the world are somehow related to Uma's soul. Like whenever he loses a piece of any of, anyone that's lived a life on this world, if he has to feel that in his soul.
I think so. Especially since he's technically he came after that. So it's like the no, I'm not gonna say chicken or the egg, but he came after the because souls were already established, and then he was created via Luna, which technically Luna, I'm guessing, also created the souls itself, but she created him, the rule itself. So I think there's definitely a link between him and that, and I do think that yes, he feels it in his soul. It hits his soul because he is the rule itself. Pretty interesting though. Like I really wonder how. I mean, off rip, we talked about this before. Like, if there would be people in the master rules that would help us in the end.
Yeah.
Soul, 1,000%.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Like
yes.
he's going to give us a good alley oop for sure. But Luna, that's interesting though. Like you wouldn't. Maybe she does foresee that. Because, like, I would think so. Like, if you make this person literally the rule of what other people are actually, or essentially humans are souls in itself. So it's like, and you make this rule, which is a soul, which is soul itself. Then it's like, I would think that there would be some kind of connection there. Maybe that was on purpose.
Yeah.
They would have to at that point. Because, like, why would you make a soul based off of something that exists already? I mean, make a rule of something that exists already. Usually it's like the opposite.
Mm-hmm. I really appreciate the bottom of page 17 as well, when Fuko comes to realize that Uma language is now gone. I feel like it builds off very well to how she felt in the spring arc. Yes, Uma language was combative versus us, which we actually got that confirmation here today. But I feel like she is starting to feel more and more empathetic towards the rules, because they're just pawns on the chessboard as well. They're just on the opposite side.
Yep. I don't know why this kind of reminded me of Gina's death in Loop 100. I don't know.
I was gonna say that.
Like the
because it's like
section
it's
thing
bittersweet type of
Gina.
death. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it is the same. It is really similar because Fuko, Andy, and then Gina, Andy, Lan, Nico, and obviously Nico, Ichiko, marriage, love, romance. So kind of is like that.
Love the person that killed her.
Yep. This manga just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's like, at the end of the day, what work, like, because we talked about this for a long time. So like, what happens when we win this game? What happens? Does Fuko or somebody becomes God and they like change the world in their own? Like, what happens after that? How is that even like? What happens?
Here's a thought. What if Uma's soul becomes the new god?
We rock with that. You got it, big dog. I trust you. We trust you.
He created by Luna, so obviously that kind of whole hereditary-esque motif. Utilized by Sun, so that whole passing down of the will. And then he will see both sides of both the Umas and then also the humans that are at odds with one another.
Love's the name of the game. Yeah.
All right, someone.
All right, peace. Bye bye, Agu. Is that foreshadowing? Is Agu next?
Well, it's Gu, Kurudu, or Tatiana. So,
all right, Eduardo. Thank you guys for letting us know though that this chapter ended the arc. So, yeah, it was good. Good read.
Appreciate
man.
it. Yeah.
And we'll be all caught up tomorrow, guys. So.
You see what Koke said? It's as a certain YouTuber once said, love is the name of the game.
Amen. For a time, we're thinking the usual time, but I may be able to do it earlier. We'll see. we'll let you guys know ahead of time. Like maybe
I'd probably say
30
just to
minutes
be
before.
safe, probably like 7 at the
7.
absolute earliest.
All right, let's just say about 7:30, I think. But we'll see once again, guys. So just know, be prepared around 7 Eastern to 8 Eastern, around that time. But you guys will be seeing it much before that. So yeah, we'll come back when more chapters are out. We'll be all caught up. That's kind of crazy, man.
What's actually going to be really cool about that is the next chapter. So not the one that releases tomorrow, but the one that releases next week is going to be the end of that volume.
Okay.
So you know what all these cliffhangers are. We're probably going to get a really good cliffhanger, not for tomorrow's chapter, or excuse me, for today, not for today's chapter, but for next week's chapter.
It's giving roles to union members for their wedding, for Ichiko Nico's wedding.
Flower Girl?
Flower Girl.
Billy's daughter?
Yeah.
Unless, did she loop with them the last time that they were in the passing situation? I don't remember. I don't even know if it was shown.
I don't remember, actually.
I'm kind of surprised. We haven't seen like a few characters in a while. Like we haven't seen Phil. We haven't seen Billy. We haven't seen... who else haven't we seen for a little while?
Language is the ring holder.
Aw. I mean...
Who's best man?
Best
actually,
man...
anybody could.
Bao, right?
He knows everything. Yeah, Bao. Yeah.
Night cookies.
Good night. All right, look like we could wrap it up then.
Yeah,
pretty much. Great volume though, man. These volumes, it's so. I'm not gonna lie, it's gotten like recently, it's gotten harder to rank the volumes because they've all just kind of been like really like the last like say 3 volumes have been feeling real similar. Like I don't know how to rank those 3.
You know what's funny that we ended with Sun being reintroduced here is that these last few volumes feel like the ending of Loop 100 or 13, 14, 15. It seems like we're just building off of this soul motif more and more and more. And the last time it was about the looping and about the passing on of wills. So
Infinite flower hack Creed.
I like that.
Bro, imagine the panels now, like once we get to like the end game, going against God again, with everybody's improved souls, powers, and all that. Now imagine how that fucking looks. They about to build an even crazier gun than they did before.
I wouldn't even know what that would look like. They just busted out a soul cannon to fight a fake version of Sun.
I would really love though if like, because I feel like we're gonna look very good in the beginning, but something's gonna flip and we're gonna be, oh shit, yeah, we gotta remind ourselves we're going against God. And then they're gonna backhand us at some point.
I guess I'll pose this question now. Do you feel like God should have a human-like form, or would you prefer if they have this boily type of multiple black-bodied, monstrosities?
Well, I guess relative to like how Luna is just something similar, like maybe he's shining a little bright too. But I just want him to speak. That's just the only thing I'm waiting on him to speak again. Okay. Apparently, he spoke before, we think, but even if he didn't, I just want him to speak.
I agree, Clicks. They've been a very welcomed introduction. This conflict has felt a lot more personal.
Yep.
Especially with the ending of this volume.
Where's this even at now, season-wise? I lost track of how to navigate it, kind of. Because we got Fuko. So season 4 is Fuko. One-on-one starts.
Loops. It probably ends before we go get Phil. No, we might get Phil.
Or... Nah,
it'll probably be the Shen and Mui stuff will be season 5.
You think so?
Shen and Mui... Yeah, because they did do 7 volumes for season 1, but
I think it'll be
I don't
more
know.
though for the next season. So aside from season 2, because I think season 2 would be short, 16 episodes. I think we talked about that when Fugo dies or get killed by Ruin.
Yep. Yep.
If they do that, and then 3 all the way to the loop, the end of the loop. And I was thinking that 4 would end with the Andy coming back, but it didn't happen Well, it kind of did
That's
happen that way,
that's
but
pretty far. That's six.
it's
Well,
hard.
that
No,
is
I
six
know.
volumes.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I
Though.
can
It's
see
like
that.
it depends how you do it because he comes in with sick, or maybe we will end there when Fuko's going down in front of the Master Rules in their round table, and
Oh yeah.
around there that would be pretty big. Like, whoa, we're here. What the fuck? Shout
I
out to
could
Soul though, man.
definitely see like her doing the shot, and then Soul just is like, "Welcome."
Ooh, I just thought about the matchups too. Okay, so Billy, Creed, Tella will probably go against War. That's gonna get ugly. Oh shit. Oh no. And as you can see, he's very experienced too. Because he said something, I forgot what he said, but he was like, "Oh, I'm most experienced" or something like that. Or was that Soul that said that? I think it was him. But anyway, yeah, just imagine that against these war. I call them war veterans now. You know, they are the military.
You're gonna have Uma Justice. That'll be up against Juiz. Who else would be there?
And then Death. I can't wait for the Death. The Nun. Oh man, I want to see what's like. Oh, she's gonna. She's gonna turn to the Grim Reaper in her phase 3. The hood is gonna turn over. There's gonna be skull face. The scythe. Oh yep. Yep. Oh man.
Uma Luck. It will probably be one of the last, if not the last ones.
Yeah. Of course, Gina against Change. That's gonna be real intense because they both got a snappy attitude at times. Gina at times, but Change all the time.
I feel like Sean is definitely gonna join her in that fight.
Yep, and he's gonna die, saving her, or vice versa. Just kidding. Don't shoot the messenger. Tezuka's riding it. Hey,
technically, I did call my shot, and I was correct. Ichiko did die, and she also got brought back via reincarnation. So, not via Uma Pass. We're gonna have to save that one for next time. But I love this arc. This was fantastic. The end cap of the Uma Beast, and then this whole entirety of Uma language. So,
for everybody getting married, that kind of worries me. Everybody else is getting married at the end of these fights and arcs. Hey, Fuko and Andy better get married, man. Stop playing with me, Tezuka. Stop it, please. Please.
So the last thing I guess I'll ask is, do you feel like this is the final loop? I know I've asked you this before, but given what Soul was saying about how, like, I'll see you next time if we win.
It depends, because we know that Arc is disassembled, right? It's done for.
It's probably gonna be out of energy at the end of this arc, or end of this loop. Sorry.
So I feel like some kind of loop will happen, but I don't know if it's like the same thing. Only because of, like you said, what Soul said, a new validated world or something like that, like a brand new world. Everybody, yeah. So like, unless that refers to kind of what we were thinking about a while about, like a new world being created via Soul or Fuko, who are like the new god or gods or whatever, maybe on that route rather than just like another loop. But I don't know. I think something like that is going to happen though. Some kind of refresh. A refresh button is going to be pushed by Luna or Sun or something. Because it's being kind of teased in a way. So
yeah.
But Yeah, man. You guys know the drill, man. Pull up tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be all caught up. Once again, it will be between either 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll let you guys know, but around that time. So be ready around then. If you do tune in, of course, you don't always have to tune in, but you guys been here. A lot of you guys been here every single stream, and we really appreciate that a lot. Because we did not like when we first started reading, we thought like, yeah, there would be people that come in, but like off rip, we had like 10 people or something like that. And it's consistently been that. Yeah,
every stream. Some of you guys are staying up to like 5 a.m. Like it's a Wednesday, or it's like it's going to be a Monday. Like I know you guys have other things to do, so we genuinely do appreciate you guys always being here with us. So we try to respond to all the comments on the channel as long as they're not spoilery. Yep. And we try to interact with you as much as we can in chat.
Facts clicks. We don't know what her end game is, but she's lying. She's not being truthful or not telling the full truth. Something's off. What is she doing? But that being said, you ready to head out?
Yeah.
All right. You guys know the drill. Pull up tomorrow once again. Hope you guys all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys on the next live stream reaction. Mañana. See you then. And peace.
Peace.